Okay, we are bringing you the worst Dooley core and a fantastic build for it. Multiple builds for it, in fact. We pivot multiple times through this. This is a fantastic video to watch if you want to play some shield Dooley. We also throw a glass cannon in there right at the end for some content. I hope you enjoy.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Welcome back to the channel. I am Artificer and you can call me Greg. We are going with a Dooley build today. Let's see what cores we get to pick from. Okay, so there is Companion Core, which I've used on the channel already. There is Weaponized Core, which I haven't, and Armored Core, which I haven't. I am going to do a terrible thing. Armored Core is easily the worst core, without a doubt. So we're going to try and make it work. Sadly, this would have been exceptional if we'd picked Weaponized Core. So instead, we're going to reduce our cooldown by 8%, right? Yeah, cool. I'm down for a haste item. I could also go for level 2. I think I'm going to go for level 2.
Rumor has it there's a rumor going around. You won't believe who I met the other day.
And we are going to fight... None of these are particularly good for a shield build. I'll fight Banana Ball. Like, extra max health will eventually be relevant sometimes. There is a skill called something defense. I can't remember what it's called exactly. But it basically gives you a percentage of your max health as shield at the very start of a fight. And then every time you use an ability, your shield is reduced. Even after that initial shield is gone. So with some shield builds, it's abysmal. You really don't want it. Probably don't want it in this Dooley build either, but in other builds, it's very, very strong, especially if you have a lot of max health. Pygmalion really likes it. So we'll just keep our options open. We have a Blue Nanas here. I'm probably selling this, but at the moment, it's going to be used to charge this. Give shield items to the right of this +5 shield for the fight. This could really work into something nice. Let's go with Toolbox. We'll try and skimp on money, and that worked out quite nicely. We ended up with a Chris Army knife, which I believe I will put this side. We can also just go for a small friend. Amazing, Wallace. I don't know why I sold that, but hey ho. We'll get income as well. Income this early is really nice. Give this +5 shield for the fight. We might put that on the left, on the right side rather. We're fighting a level 1 Dooley, so we've got double their health, more than double their health probably. A bunch of shielding and a Chris Army knife that's going to just slowly chip away. There is a high chance that they still beat us because they have so much damage. But maybe Wallace is enough to tank it all. Because they're not getting any stronger, right? They're just running... Give weapons to the right of this. They might have put barbed wire in the wrong place. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they wanted barbed wire to be charging their core, but realistically, I think you put that the other way around, and you win. Because right now, I've got a wall-us, or a wall-ace, because all of Dooley's robots are named like after real names. Who's doing 70 shielding day 1, which is insanity. Most players have 100 health. Alright, we lived through our first day. Let's find some more shielding skills.
Full of noise. You must find the quiet.
Large shield items have +9 shield. That's not incredible, but I will take it.
I care little for gold. Your enlightenment.
I'm also very tempted to go Mountain Pass and fight. But let's actually invest. Rogue Scrapper is probably stronger than us right now. It has a 60 damage weapon and a 30 health healing. I think we can probably beat the Thief though.
Your choice.
Even though so much of our build is doing nothing, I think we just outlive... Yeah, we outlive their damage. So we need to wait for the Sandstorm here. But because our Wallace is shielding the same, well, it's scaling as quickly, if not more quickly than their dagger, they never defeat us here. We now have more shielding than they have health, on top of that. And this is, shield items have their cooldown reduced, yeah, so all of our shields are firing faster, which is nice. Alright. Dooley shields. Stronger early than I remember them. That's not terrible. That fits quite nicely into that gap.
Hi,
But let's see if we can find something better with our
Master
15
Merchant
gold.
or something.
Almost definitely. When you use an adjacent friend, give this +5 shield for the fight. It's kind of awkward. I mean, these are all amazing for us. Maybe not this one so much, but these two definitely.
Yes, I made a sale.
I will also buy this one. I think I'm going to re-roll her as well. Yeah, I mean, I'll take
I
water
only
cooler.
sell things so I can
When you upgrade an
buy
item, give us
things.
+1 value. When you
Huge
sell this,
things.
give the core plus crit chance equal to its value. No, thank you. The power sander can also be very useful
On
early
behalf
on.
of the Grand Society of blah blah blah. Bye.
And let's... Kev's Armory we could do, but I don't think we're going to get much use out of that. So let's get bronze chocolate bars. Rightmost shield item has +5. We'll just do more income. We're going to be rich, by the way. Okay, now we need to really, really think about this setup. In fact, I'm going to put everything up here. So we've got our core. Our core and our brick buddies are like our two most important things here. So when you use an adjacent friend, give this +5 shield. This might have to be here. And then, is this the other friend? If so, it's never getting buffed by this. But this could go the other side of it and get buffed. And we could run something that looks a little bit like that. We could also put water cooler in there, or water cooler in there. But I don't think it's worth it. I think this is our build. This is something I really enjoy about Dooley, is you have to think a lot about the positionals. And then you just get swamped by a Vanessa with 60 damage day 1, day 2. No, I think we actually stand a good chance here. Like, we scale pretty effectively. We just need to get the ball rolling there. Yeah. Okay, at this point, I think we're out shielding her damage most of the time. And now the sandstorm takes care of her. That wasn't as convincing as I was kind of hoping it was going to be. But we did it. I think we need some faster firing stuff to the left of our core. We are actually in a good place to just buy gumballs. Because we have so much money early. And we're just going to spend all of our money on gumballs. We get crit. In fact, we should swap this in. Because this can't benefit from any of these things. I only missed out on a couple there. There we go. Alright, and we'll go max health skills and pick up a 3 gold one.
Make you unstoppable.
Perfect. Hearty is exactly what I wanted to see. We cannot fight the eccentric Aetheryte. It would be so...
I
I
win!
misclicked.
Oh, we haven't started
It would be so
yet?
good if we could beat her, because this would be amazing for us, but we cannot beat her. And for some reason, that means I click on her accidentally. So, I mean, you'll see how we lose here, right? We can never reduce her shield, not by much. So this is just going to keep going up in damage. And I think it goes up in damage faster than we can go up in shielding. We definitely scale our shielding faster than she is scaling damage.
Aren't the The
But yeah,
sparks
there we go.
beautiful.
It's just barely not enough. That was entirely on my... Well, that was on my misclick. Which now means we don't have any money for the rest of this day. So I guess we get 1 regen. We get... if we get experience, I think we don't quite hit next level, but we'll try.
I hear
Yeah.
someone
So
very
1 level off.
important is passing through.
We didn't improve our build at all.
Go
Well, we
ahead.
gained 100 health.
Underestimate.
That's all we gained.
It makes this more fun.
So there is a very large chance that we lose this fight. They have actually got a very scary reloading build. I don't know if we can outrun it. It's looking unlikely. Because they're about to deal 300 damage to us. We're scaling our shielding. God, it's going to be close. It's going to kind of come down to whether or not they land their damage at the right time. Actually, this has stopped reloading. So
You've got talent.
I guess
You
we're
should
fine.
put it toward noble.
I found that the cannon can be a little bit buggy in this early build. By the way, this is pre-beta, so this isn't the final build at all. We got some little early access gameplay here. Upgrade the core, kind of an easy win. Yeah. So, super appreciate the early access. But yeah, absolutely the game is not in a finished state just yet. Alright, I think I might get a tool. Because if we sell a tool, this... Never mind. We're not selling our tool. We could also go large because we have
This is
heavy shielding.
fast.
And we get the force field. Deal damage equal to your shield. That's kind of perfect.
This
We just have to find a
What
place
should I
for it.
do?
So we don't need this. We don't need this. And we don't need this. Do we want it to the right of our core so it's getting stronger and scaled? Probably. Maybe. Probably maybe. This could also live the other side of it. We'll try it in this configuration first.
in and out here and there. so
Let's fight the Flame Juggler. I think we're tanky enough to survive his first hit.
My next trick, I'll destroy you.
And now we have a good amount of shielding. So what's this? Our large shields have +9. Right. So we just have +9 as well. I love how quickly you can see the number on this changing when you're taking burn damage.
Snuffed out, extinguished.
This could end up being a build where we don't use the core. It's very rare. I love that we have 1 round of regeneration because I completely ran out of money.
As a GSM and master merchant, I can
Ooh.
sell you things.
That's not as good in this build. I love DJ Robot. The nanobots you get are really, really good. Very, very strong with the companion core. And Weak Point Detector is one of my favorite slow builds to do with Dooley. When you slow, you charge this 1 second. So you have like a pylon, let's say. Some way of generating... so pylons or haste when you do slow. You have some way of generating slow. Maybe it's a tripwire or something. Then you're always hasting and charging every time you slow, which makes the core fire faster. It's even better in this build because you can make the core deal damage. Missiles is every 2 seconds, but it's only got 3 ammo. But it's a very fast firing item.
Am I even a master merchant?
We'll go Mountain Pass and get some more money.
Dervishes, strike like a sandstorm.
I actually just won the bar of gold. Let's go. I should have tried a different configuration during this fight,
The bazaar has not softened you.
but I honestly didn't like the setup we have. Like, shield 33, give this 10 shield. There is like this configuration. Let's try it. Let's try this configuration because when this triggers and when this triggers, this will fire off. 3% reduced cooldowns, amazing. 2 damage. Reduce your leftmost friend's cooldown by 5%. You're a friend, aren't you? Yeah, you are. He's our big shielder right now. So I kind of want him to be firing
I
faster.
may be young for a captain, but I've seen my
Okay,
share of storms.
we've recovered after a terrible run, or a terrible mid-game. Oh, it's the same build. They've also upgraded a bit. It's a very aggressive build, which isn't great for what we have set up, because we want our shield to grow so we can deal massive damage. Our shield isn't scaling anywhere near as strong as it was before. That being said,
Bring her about.
they've somehow lost damage on us. This configuration does seem to work very well, even in the face of like big damage numbers. And again, cannon, a little bit buggy right now. We are extremely rich, so let's go Gumball Machine. We do not need this. I'm just going to sell it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's nothing to swap in instead of like the granola bar. Like we want all of this to gain the benefits. When I say that, it's a lot of 10 max health. I always find this. I always get the damage balls when I'm on a shield run and the shield balls when I'm on a damage run. Like this doesn't even gain the damage. It's just Chris Army Knife that's getting the damage.
You have great potential.
What's this? Your shield items have plus 3% crit chance. That's not terrible. Medium items fire faster. When you shield, give a weapon plus 5 damage. There's a chance for this to pop off, but I don't believe this gains that damage. So it's just going to be Chris Army Knife. That being said, we do shield a lot. This should carry us in the early game. Like, it should really carry us in the early game. I want to see how much damage Chris Army Knife gets up to this game. This fight. It's not going to be as much as our... Yeah, it's not even remotely as much as our force field, against an NPC especially. But 83 damage every 3.5 seconds, that's nothing to shake a stick at. And it's just growing. I don't want anything from you, maybe the Vial of Blood. A poison. Thing. Give your shield items plus 4 shield is very strong. But the core's cooldown, I think, is just better. It's really hard to not pick this, because duct tape with extra shielding is very strong. But I think, like, 10%, that just reduces its cooldown, which means when these guys trigger, it's even better. Let's go to... Man, what medium items does Dooley even have? Like, it could be really good to try and get this. I don't think Rare Merchant's going to help us right now.
Welcome in, hon. What can I get you?
We do have the Armadillo. When you shield, deal 5 damage. Ah, man. It might be better than Force Field, purely because...
is free. I like the exercise.
We'll try it in a future build, but first of all, it's a friend. Second of all, it's going to benefit from sharp corners. And it's when you shield. I'm going to put it in for this round. I believe in it. I believe in Armadillo. That being said, do I want it to the right? No. But then something needs to be on the right of duct tape to trigger it. And that can be Granola Bar, but it only triggers like twice. Welding Helmet shields every 5 seconds. That's pretty good. Like, that's not bad. Let's buy this, and let's try a new configuration.
Trot it to your door.
Armadillo, Welding Helmet.
You might try JJ's shop.
Man, it is a little bit late in the day to be trying a new build. And then getting immediate upgrades for friends. One of which you're not using anymore, but I believe it. Janfrey, do not ruin me. Having just changed my build-up. That is a big doggo. Put the doggo down. Put the big doggo down. Oh my god, that crit hurts. Hopefully Armadillo. Ah, it's getting close. Oof. We just eke it out. It's not fast enough for Armadillo to be worth yet. It's not fast enough. Close though. Welding Helmet actually could be like a secret MVP of this build. Let's go to Goldie. Because it can offer us upgrade, which is really nice. Your shield items have plus 40% crit chance. That is tempting. Sell you. Sell you. Buy you. I don't know why I'm holding on to Gear Nola. I don't know if we ever use it. Let's ditch the Brick Buddy. Man, I am unsure about this build. You know what? Right now, we just need it to go. 2.7. Is it better to have this here? I guess so, right? Because it's... no. Let's put this there. And we're going to try this against an NPC. I only had 2 spaces. Hilarious. Let's try this against Thyron, but Trash Golem is a very strange build. This at least just does a ton of damage. The thing is, like, 40% crit chance. If this crits, I know it can't crit though, can it? Alright, at least we learned this the hard way. The security camera is not the play. Because, so the security camera could be the play with Force Field, because this is dealing a hit. Whenever it's this sort of passive damage, like when you shield, deal 5 damage. Whenever it's that sort of passive damage, it doesn't have the opportunity to crit. Do I want to go to gold merchants and try and get like a shield item from someone else, or go to Stell or Jules for some charge? Here we go. Oh, when you level up, if you have at least 3 tools, upgrade an item. Will I have at least 3 tools? 1, 2. That could be 3. It's a bad item though. At the start of each day, upgrade a tool. That is a lot better, and that is only a 3-second cooldown. And we refresh this. We sell this because we're not using it. Haste another item for 1 second. Slow an item for 1 second. Not bad. But I'll buy it. I'll hold on to it. I'm not happy about it. Large items have plus 25% crit chance. Your non-large items can't crit. That's not great, because all of our shields can crit, except for this one. So let's get one of Dooley's tools instead. Cool. Upgraded Chris Army Knife. That's actually nice. Let's work at the docks. Let's get a shield skill. Increase shield equal to your level. Fantastic. Alright. And we're rebuilding. That's 4 gold. That's probably also going, we'll hold on for you for now. I liked this setup a bit more. But now we need a bunch of things to trigger on the side. At the start of the day, upgrade a tool. That could be this. That could be this. Could be this. I don't think I want it to be this. If this goes here, it's only getting a benefit from him. If this goes here and this goes here, use an adjacent friend, charge this 1 second. So every 5 seconds, it's getting 2 more seconds of charge. So this is a 5-second item. This is a 4-second item. You do permanently gain 5 max health, but I don't think I care. The only issue with this configuration is we're not getting a massive amount of shielding for our force field. But let's see. I really want to get the upgrade, so I think it's worth risking. Yeah, our shield item's not doing too much because there's so much burning being applied to us. Unfortunately, Chris Army Knife is also swinging. Ah, we just barely died. Man, our wrench is also swinging. 135 damage on the wrench is nothing, as I say, to shake a stick at. But now, this actually upgrades all tools, as I found. So, duct tape is upgraded, Chris Army Knife is upgraded, and it itself has upgraded. So, very good. Very good. Let's get a shield item. When you use any item to the left of this, plus 10 damage to the fight. Any item to the right of this, plus 10 shield for the fight. There is a chance that that's better than this. We'll try it in a fight. I'm going to poll.
Are amusing. Why so
Oh, man.
fight?
Did that just level down? Or did we always have a bronze one? Am I crazy? I feel like that just leveled down. And we get one of these as well. That's insane. Well, that one leveled up. Okay.
It will be there long after you are gone.
Radiant
So
Corsair?
will I.
We can make an attempt at it. It's very strong.
The whole bazaar
But I think
will be my nest.
this combat core is very good. Like, we have the issue again of it burning through our... Like, it's doing a lot of burn. It'll burn through our shield. But we don't care how big our shield is anymore. We just want our items to trigger. And we do an astronomical amount of damage with the combat core. Oh, the multi-tool was also a tool. Shock horror. Let's sell Armadillo. Is gone. Brick Buddy also gone, I think, at this point. We might end up putting the welding helmet back in because it's a 3-second cooldown. But these aren't much shorter. Give it a shield items plus 4 shield. Incredible. As I say, I might be bringing this back in. So let's do that. Weapon skills? I mean, we are actually working around a weapon now. This could be pretty good for us. 2% cooldown? Yeah. I'll absolutely take that. More skills? Yes, please.
Is treasure. I will share.
Shield items of plus 3 crit? Yeah, I'm game.
Bazaar is a rabid
Because
beast.
this is a shield item.
Be its master.
Okay, we narrowly lost the last one.
Not to squabble.
We have our, what's it called, combat core? Or whatever this is, combat frame. It is called combat core. Let's see if we can do anything with it. Poison is kind of a nemesis to us because it just goes under our shield. Which is a bit sad, but
Like
yeah,
my
our combat
crew
core
says
just
at
hits
the
too
bar.
hard.
Another round.
It's a really fun build. Water wheel and like beach ball pufferfish. But they just didn't apply enough poison. You kind of have to be tanky as well while running poison builds. I think max health skills.
Now this is health.
We're kind of at a point, especially now that our wrench has fully upgraded. We might be dropping wrench and Wallace. Although wrench is doing a ton of damage. I don't necessarily need shield items anymore on the left. Like, I just need short cooldown items on this left side. Sure. Haste and cooldown items, yes please. Haste adjacent items sounds fantastic. Haste the core sounds fantastic. Don't want that. Don't really care about that. When this gains haste, charge it 1 second. We're not giving enough haste, I don't think. And this is a bit misleading. Not misleading, but like, it looks like in a small item build like this, where we're trying to get lots of things to trigger fast, the metronome would be great, but it itself doesn't trigger. It doesn't have a cooldown, so it cannot activate the core's passive. So I actually don't like it in builds like this. Let's go core and GPU. And then let's just have a bunch of haste items, you know? Why not? Let's, in fact, let's put these two next to each other and next to the core. So the core is almost hasted. Or almost always hasted, rather. Although, is that the play? It might not be the play. This might be the play. To use this to haste our haste items, and then use this to haste our core. And then let's run it into a slow build, so we don't learn anything. Bam. Tons of slow. But we do have that chain activation type of thing that we look for in Dooley builds. And the combat core itself is only 3.5 seconds. Yeah, we're getting a ton of shielding off of, what, 4 shield items? It's kind of insane. Leftmost friends cooldown. Is this a friend? I can't tell. No. But I still think it's probably better than the other options. Because it just makes Chris Army Knife trigger faster. Dooley's Workshop. I imagine we upgrade the core and get 10% health. This counts as a core. Of course it does. Because it's a core. It's a combat core. It is a core. So when you upgrade the core, it also gets upgraded. I don't know why it hates showing its tooltip properly. Probably because it's so massive. I will visit the Hero Merchants. Jules has some really good charge skills that I think are better than... Yeah, so charge another small item 3 seconds is insane. I don't know if it fits our build per se, but we're kind of rich, so I'll buy it anyway. We don't care for that. This is the one I was kind of looking for. Charge adjacent items 1 second, but multicast 2. This we definitely want. And I think I want to experiment with using it maybe in place of the GPU. Maybe in place of the multi-tool. So we have this, hasting the black pepper, which will do a 2-second charge of the cog and the armored core. And we're going against Davik. We're going against Davik. However you pronounce his name. Tempo, like mod, admin man. Running a much better sustainy poison build for Vanessa. So it's going to be harder to chunk through it. We are dealing 800 damage already, though. Sorry, we are dealing 1,300 damage already, though. This thing is insane. And it has a good chunk of shield on it as well. Also, the fact that duct tape was at 172 shielding, which means, like, every time this triggers and this triggers, we're getting 172 shield, and this triggers so often. We always pick Nufu pretty much. Skills are really, really strong, especially this one. The rightmost shield item has double shield. I forgot it's rightmost. Like, that's okay. Do I want to spend 24 on it? Probably not, but I think I will.
My skills are not weapons.
Like, it's useful to have. And if it ends up being, like, problematic, we can always put him the other side of the armored core, and then the duct tape on the far right, if we really need to go hard on shield. I don't really need any of these, so I'm going to take the free 10% health, because we're pretty low on health. We don't have much health at all. I'm going to gain a tool. Maybe we get a duplicate. We do not, so we've got to sell something. Walter can go. Forcefield can go at this point, honestly. It's going to cause me trouble at some point when I don't have any slots. Probably should have gone for the pirate. We can get some really cool weapon skills for our massive core. But honestly, we're being carried by sharp corners. But I mean, we're not, because this basically has sharp corners. But like, the fact that this has 193 damage, we're being carried by combat core, but the fact that this has 193 damage, sharp corners is a really nice early pickup. When you heal, shield 100. That would be great if we had some sort of healing. There is actually a friend that, I think when you haste heals, which could be really good for us. We're just going to get chocolate bars here. We're going to sell this and this. I'm going to keep hold of wrench in case we get a tool that we really want to upgrade. But now, whenever we get the opportunity to... They should shot him. Whenever we get the opportunity to get more health, I will basically go for it. We definitely need more health. It's like our weakest point right now. That's a lot of damage. And this gives all aquatic items multicast, so... Oh. Okay. I was expecting like this massive salvo, but we already have a giant shield, and you're dead. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Combat core is insanely strong. And I can already see just barely that we have, what's his name? Adira, the diamond skill merchant, who's obviously like Nufu's master or something. I like that they've done that. When you level up, give the core 50 damage. Unhelpful. When you use the core, haste 2 items for 4 seconds. Very helpful. Your weapons deal plus 20 damage. Unhelpful. Now we are very strong. I say now. We are already very strong. When your enemy crits, use this. Shield 25, give your shield items plus 25 shield. Sure.
My lessons are paid.
We're just going to be spamming abilities. When you burn, gain a shield equal to the enemy's burn. That's quite... Wait. When you burn, gain shield... Okay, so it's for your burns. When you slow, we don't have slow. Give your items plus 30% crit chance when you use an item or your crits go down. No, thank you. Increase shield equal to your level is pretty good. At the start of each fight, gain shield equal to 25% of max health. This is that defense grid. This is what I was talking about right at the beginning of the video. I don't believe it's good in this build because we would diminish our shield constantly. We use our items so quickly that it would just vanish. When you use a friend burn 2, it's a potential option here because we have one friend. We can trigger burning other burning skills. But I think I'm just going to go for heavy metal. And we'll go for Focus Enforcer.
Target acquired. Engaging.
This guy's like kind of annoying freeze build, but realistically, it's fine. We're not one of those like auto win, instant like fighting Dooley builds. Oh my god, the cryosphere freezes everything except for armored core and combat core because it freezes all other items than the core. Hilarious. Frost potion, sure. Max health skills.
Heat up, bulk up, get solid.
Yep, plus 600 max health. We absolutely need it. Weapon skills, yes, please. I would love some lifesteal on this boy. That would make him actually insane. We go next. Glass cannon. Now there's an item. A skill, rather. We might be able to afford it as well. When you use a weapon, give other weapons adjacent to it. So our other option is also Temporal Strike. Because we can get rid of Chris Army Knife and swap them out. But if we sell this and this... Actually, we could have just sold the one. Let's get Glass Cannon. For the content, as we always say. And now we're going to get destroyed by the fact that we have Glass Cannon. The way this works, realistically, is you've just spent 24 gold on a very expensive item. They have not. You have just given them a massive ability for 24 gold. And this just got frozen, so we lose. Maybe. Yes. I'm not sure what froze us. I think it was an ability. Yeah, frozen shot. Glass cannon may have been a mistake. Can I sell it? Oh dear, oh dear. Glass cannon is always a mistake. Almost always a mistake.
You have great potential. Let me train.
I'm pretty sure you can't. Yeah, you can't sell it. In the previous builds, you had limited skill slots. And that might be the thing for the actual game, by the way. Remember, this is pre-release. So it might be the case in the actual game that you have a limited number of skills and you could replace glass cannon with something. When you use a tool, burn for 3. Sure. I'll take that. Instead of my curry. Again, this unlocks
I do
burning
not
for
teach
us.
violence. I teach mastery.
Don't want experience, we'll get monster loot. This is actually one of the best bits of monster loot we can get, reducing our cooldowns. Boss Harrow might be the right play here.
Take the day off, boys. I'll do
I feel like
myself.
he's got better, yes, like weapon damage. Items have 8% crit chance.
Whatever move's paying you, I'll double it.
Man, the combat core doesn't benefit as much from glass cannon as other builds. Gold skills, we can afford those. We've got 13 gold. Well, your shield items have plus shield equal to half the damage of your highest damage item. Defensive stance has saved me in so many builds, and I think it might do it again. Because we have glass cannon, our combat core is going to have an insane damage number, which means all of a sudden our duct tape has half of that. We can out shield a lot of damage. It is brilliant. We definitely need to go to Finn's Big Bite.
Is life. Our bodies
Because we need as much health as we can
are
get.
just
I need this. I need 12 gold. 4, 2, and 2. And we're left with these two, which are like our backup options. Okay. Hopefully this dually isn't running like massive damage. Hopefully it's like a burn dually or something. It looks like a damage one. It is a damage one, but it's just this bonk boy. What does he do? When you slow charge this 3 seconds. Oh, that's gonna hurt. What is this freeze? Can I use my abilities? No? Cool. What is going on? I actually got froze locked. Or like freeze locked. That was kind of incredible. I'll give that to them. That was...
Who are you again?
That was something else. I mean, I might get hardly working. I don't think I'm ever going to use it. Whew. That was difficult. Haste and charge skills, for sure. When you crit charge an item 1 second, we're not really critting that much, are we? Crit chance 9. No, we're not. When you use a tool, haste it for 1 second. When you use your leftmost item, haste an item for 1 second. How much gold do I have? I have enough gold to roll. When you haste, give your items 1% crit chance for the fight. That's kind of the one I want here. Because we do have quite a bit of haste. Not a massive amount of haste, but... Oh, it's time to upgrade the core. Just this one. Alright, we have 8 gold.
Experience is treasure. I will share mine with you.
This is the only one we can buy. But tools have 8% crit chance. That doesn't really matter except for this guy. So let's roll. There's nothing to roll for.
Few possess the patience for my teachings.
Okay, we could go Ferris Khan. Try and get her passive, which would make this guy do triple damage. And we will one-shot everything. But I think I'm going to go Awakened District, try and get its key item. And hopefully it doesn't one-shot us. The Soul of a District. Shield equal to your current health. Your damage equal to your shield. That might actually be stronger than Combat Core. We do have 41,000 shield right now. We don't get it, but we do get your shield items have plus shield equal to the value of your items. 103 to 148. Not bad, not bad. Let's go to Forger here.
That's a fine piece. But it can be better.
There's no way this becomes charge adjacent items for 2 seconds, is there? So it might be this, which becomes haste adjacent items for 2 seconds instead. $18 gold, shield item? There's nothing we could roll that could upgrade. So let's just go Gumball Machine. I know this is horrendously tedious. and possibly the last thing we do. But like, hey, that 1% crit, if that means that we crit on this guy, or the extra 1 damage, if that means we like kill them, you know, I'll take it. 25 health per level, probably. Yeah. Alright, and now we're going to Vanessa, who has won less than us and lost as much as us. Maybe won some of the later runs and lost many of the earlier ones. That is a big gun. She also has glass cannon. This fight will be over very quickly. I have 22,000 shield. That is all defensive stats plus the damage of my item. Okay, we got to 9 wins. That's good. For the worst core, this has been a good run.
This world is full of noise.
There's probably not an awful lot of... I nearly bought that then. There's not going to be an awful lot of items we can buy that are worth it anymore. I'm going to get let off Steam. This is what I said earlier. We picked up the Grease Fire. When you use the tool, burn 3 for these things. Remember, this is getting like double cast, basically. So this will give our core a ton of haste.
The bazaar is a rabid beast.
And now we might... we'll go to a Rhine, because we do really want to upgrade this. We're not going to, but we want to. Okay, we get this upgraded instead. Just kidding. Yes, we do. Whew, the wrench coming in clutch. We just barely have enough. Probably should have put the wrench in a long time ago to get this to diamond, but
maybe you've already got
hey-ho.
what you need.
We live and learn.
No pressure here.
Gold is not going to help us anymore, so I'm going to go Bloodwreath Captain.
Ye look
He has better
like
skills. The 5% reduced cooldown. Better skills. 1 skill.
Oh, I am a long way from...
I was like, how did we crit? But Crow's Nest. He also has big gold items that we can sell. He also has this tiny bird that is apparently what we get. I think we risk some coin for some health. It's 10 gold for health. You know what? We take the XP instead, because we'll also get health and we might get a good passive upgrade. If you have exactly 1 friend, reduce it and the core's cooldown by 5%. We do. We do have exactly 1 friend. So 5 down to 4.7. Temporary boost. We just about have enough damage for it. Damage. Money. Although 684 health is probably better than 20 damage. And we're fighting Womble for our last fight. Somehow 7 wins, or 6 wins even, and he's on the same day as me. But it's down to me versus Womble. What build has he cooked up for us today? And we do accidentally give him double damage, but he's running mostly a poison build. There is a chance we have 10k we have 10k shield. There is no way we die with 10k shield. Let's go! 10 wins with the worst Dooley core in the game. I will say, now that I've won with it, 10 wins, the worst Dooley core in the game is still a fantastic item. Dooley is in a great spot. Armored core, fantastic. We even threw glass cannon in there for the content. See you next time.